Get Out the Vote Campaign Podcast, Voter Awareness Campaign. Procedures and requirements for voters. Register to vote is easy. Voting is one of the most important rights that we have as American citizens. If we want to make sure our elected leaders understand our concerns, we must exercise our civic responsibility and go to the polls. People around the world die fighting for the right to vote. Let your voice be heard as well as help other people register to vote. Who can register to vote? In order to register to vote in Florida, you must be a citizen of the United States of America, be a Florida resident, be 18 years old, not be considered mentally incapacitated with respect to voting in Florida or any other state, not have been convicted of a felony without your civil rights being restored, and provide your current and valid Florida driver's license number or Florida identification card number. How to apply to register to vote. Print out the application. Verify all of the information on your application is complete. Sign your application. The application requires an original signature because you are swearing or affirming to an oath. Place the application in an envelope with a first-class stamp. Mail the application to your county supervisor of elections, a driver's license office, public library, or the Division of Elections. If your application is complete and you qualify as a voter, the supervisor of elections will mail you a voter information card as official notification that you are registered to vote. You must be registered at least 29 days before you can vote in an election. If the information on the application is not true, the applicant can be convicted of a felony of the third degree and fined up to $5,000 and or imprisoned for up to 5 years. Next election dates for state and community. Voter registration deadlines. Voter registration deadlines is 29 days prior to any election. Any political party change must be made at least 29 days prior to a partisan primary election in order to be valid in that election. Closed primary election. Florida is a closed primary election state. In Florida, only voters registered with a political party may vote in that party's primary election. All registered voters, regardless of party affiliation, may vote on issues in non-partisan races. Examples of non-partisan races include school board and judicial races. Procedures for voting in my community. Polling locations and casting a vote. The procedures for voting in my community are the same as voting for the state in the general elections. Casting a vote, the deciding cast by the presiding officer to resolve a tie. The following list are some polling places for those in Hillsborough County, Florida. My family votes in Oak Grove Church of God, 6830 North Havana Avenue, Tampa, Florida, 33614. Encourage citizens to register and to vote. Too busy, long hours at work, don't know the candidates or the issues, don't know how to register, don't know where to vote, traveling, just don't have time, just don't want to. These are just some of the reasons why people don't take the time to vote. As election day rolls around, ask yourself, are you worried about job security? Then vote. Do you care about increasing jobs in America? Then vote. Do you or does someone in your family have a job that is part of the manufacturing sector? Then vote. Do you care about your community? Then vote. Voting may seem like a time-consuming hassle, but it is your civic duty. It is important and invaluable right that we as Americans have and should exercise.